Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? In this video, I want to go through this Decode 394 Decode string. So this question was asked by Bloomberg, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, BitDance, Snapchat, so all the big tech companies. So this is kind of popular question. So let's take a look at what this is asking. So given like the encoded string, return is decoded string. The encoding rule is K, and there is a bracket inside the encoded string, or where the encoded string inside the square bracket is being repeated exactly K times. So K is guaranteed to be a positive integer. We can assume that the input string is always valid. No extra white spaces. Square bracket are well formed. Furthermore, we can assume that the original data does not contain any digit, and that digit are only for those repeated k times. For example, they won't be input like 3a or 2 bracket and there's integer inside, so there will be a letter inside, letters inside. So we can take a look at some examples, and for example, this one, 3 bracket A and then 2 bracket BC. So as we can see, the A is repeated 3 times, BC is repeated 2 times and concatenate each other. Another one is almost the same, but just we are placing this right bracket to a different position, and then they will come back a different string. So as you can see, so we will decode the inner substring first, and then we decode the outer substring. As we can see, the inner substring can be represented by ACC, because the C is repeated 2 times. So ACC and then ACC repeated 3 times by itself. And then this one is kind of similar to the first case, and ABC is repeated 2 times, CD is repeated 3 times, and after that we concatenate a trivial string, which is EF, and only has 1 time. And this guy, similar to the third case, except we have a beginning string that only has 1 time, and then 3 CD is repeated 3 times. CD, 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 and then XYZ is at the end. It's only 1 time because there's no, it's not covered by a bracket. There's no number in front of it. So I'm gonna go through my solution now. I will leave the solution in the description down below. We can apply the stack method. So the rule for stack method is whichever comes first, and then they will leave first as well. Sorry, so whichever comes later will leave first. So it's opposite of queue. So last in and first out. So that's the rule for stack. And we have a initial stack that is represented by a number 1 and then an empty string. And the rule of this stack that I'm creating is the first element in the so we have a list of list basically, and inside the list, the convention that I'm following is the first number is the number of times that is repeating, and then the second one is the substring that to be repeated. So for example, if I have a substring, if I have a list, it looks like this, 2, and then the string that to be repeated is AB. So that means we need to repeat AB, and then that means we need to repeat the AB substring by 2 times. So it's going to be like this. And then we have a list that is representing all the possible numbers. So this guy is to check this number for numbers in the range from 0 to 9, and then we convert the number to a string. So basically, what's inside here is 0, 1, etc. And then the last one, 9. And all the numbers, but in the string form. So let's look through. Let's walk through a little bit how this while loop works. We first have an index that goes from 0 to the length of s, the given string, -1 because we are talking about index. And then we'll have a character that points to a specific index position of the string. So we basically look up each of the strings. Let's look up each of the character of the string. If the character is a number, if that is inside this numbers list, if that is its character is a number, what we can do is to collect this information as convert to a number. So as you can see, the stack that we declared earlier, that we're appending we will initiate a new list, which the first element is that number and then convert to the integer. Second element is an empty string to start, and then we append to it. Basically, we will put it at the end of the stack list. And this while loop in here, this is capturing the case where the number is not a single digit. It could be in the case where 3 digits, like a 100, that will be 100. So in that case, that string is not a single character, and also it's not a single digit, because while the next character is not a left bracket, so we loop it through all the way until we see the left bracket, and then we keep appending, concatenate the enum string to it. So we collecting all the digits to form a number. So, and then that's one of the if statements, if conditions. If this statement satisfies, and we have a continue, and they will ignore the while loop will ignore the rest of the execution. And if this character is not a number, and there are other possibilities. So if it is a left bracket and we do nothing, we just increase the index. And if a right bracket, and what we need to do is to pop off, and this is why we need the stack, because when the pop operation, it pop off the last element of the stack. So we pop off the last element of the stack, and there are two components inside that list. One is the integer, another one is the substring, the popped substring. So we have two components, and these two guys are represented by that. And then we convert this popped substring by repeating itself. So AB have a 2, and then it will repeat by itself for 2 times, AB, AB. So this is what it's doing. And after that, we merge this repeated substring to the one before that after popping. So after popping the stack, the second to the last will be the last one now. And then we append to it. We concatenate we concatenate the prior list to the current one, repeated one. We'll go through an example on how to see how this works. And if none of these conditions satisfy, so basically it will be a character inside a bracket. What we can do is to append, to concatenate the string to the current character that we're looking at. So basically, bracket -1, we look at the last list in the stack, and then -1 again. That means we are accessing the string components of the list, and then we and then at the end, we just returning the first element of the stack, or each ever element is gonna be. So this is gonna be only one element at the end, one list in the end in the stack list, and then we're accessing the second element of that of the list, because the second element is a string, the first element is a number. So let's briefly work through 2 examples to see how this works. So for example, this case, 3 bracket A, 2 bracket BC. So basically this example number 1 in here. And first we have a initial setup of the list. Basically 1, empty string. So basically this is the initial case for the stack. And then we're looking at the first character, which is number 3. So if the first character that we're looking at is a 3 as a string, and that will fall under this case. So the char is in the numbers, and then that will convert it to a integer by here, and then we initiating a new list in the stack. That's why the stack has a new list and has a empty string to start. Sorry, so this guy should be 3, empty string. And then the next one is the left bracket, which is here, and then we done nothing. What we do, only increase the index. And then the next one is the character A, and this is what is going on. What is being done by this statement, stack -1, which is the last element of the stack, which is the latest list, and then -1 is the string element, which is this guy over here, and then we concatenate that character, which is the A, and this is what we got. And then the next one, when we move forward using the while loop, the next one is the left bracket, and that will repeat the character by 3 times, because we have 3 number here. So basically it's that this statement is being executed, and after that we are merging to the first and also the last list in the stack. So basically it's this guy over here now, 1 and then AAA. And then we move forward when we see the 2 as a character, 2 as a string, and then we convert it to a integer. Sorry, so again this guy should be bracket 2, empty string. And then we come across the left bracket, we do nothing, and then B and C, and then we concatenate the empty string by the B and C, and after that we are coming across the the right bracket, which does the repeating by here, and also merging to the last. I mean, after it's pop off, this one will be the last one, and it will merge to the prior one, which has this one, AAABB, AAABCBC. So this is how it works. And in this case, where there's a nested bracket, let's walk through this while loop as well. So the first one is the same as the last. The first case is the same as the last one. So we have initiated by a empty string, and also the number one in this stack list. And then when we come across the number 3, we initiate a new list, 3 comma empty bracket empty string. And then when we come across the character list, the left bracket, we do nothing. And then when we come across the character A, and then we append to it. So right now in this case, after we come across 3 elements, 3 characters, this is where we will be at. And then we come across the next integer, which is 2, and then we initiate a new list, which is 2 and bracket empty string. And then we come across the left string bracket, we do nothing. And then when we come across the 3 as a character, the 3 as a string, we will append to the latest list. And then we should start to come across the right bracket. It will repeat itself 2 times and then merge to the last one, which will have 3 ACC, which is done by this statement here. And then we will come across the right bracket again. And then we will repeat this ACC 3 times and then merge the prior one. Again, the prior one will be this one after this one can pop off. So it will become ACC, ACC, and ACC, which is ACC repeat 3 times. So this is how it works in the while loop. And in terms of time complexity, this is O of n. As we can see, this is where it consumes the time. We loop through all the characters in the string in the while loop, and this is O of 1, and this will be a case where is the number is not a single digit. I mean, in a case where it can be the entire string will be all the numbers, and in that case it will be O to the n square, because if every single element is a digit, and this will be 2 while loops. But that's a very rare case. And then the rest is all O to the 1. So in general, this time complexity is O, the big O of 1, the big O of n. And if we got to the space complexity, it's mostly on the stack. We need the number of list. The worst case will be we have a k substring, and then we pop it off all in the end. So that will be O to the O of k, k being the number of substrings. Okay, so this is so much for my solution. And oh, by the way, before we ending this video, and let's look at the performance. So we can see this is faster than 74% of the submission, and this has been accepted solution. So this is so much for my solution. I hope you like it, and if you do, please help the algorithm by hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching. See you next time.